All right. Your division, Chris. I know you're waiting on this one. All right. So here's a fun fact for y'all, man. Detroit Lions haven't won the division since 1993. They haven't won a playoff game since 1991.
All that changes this season.
This is the one.
Rewrite the books.
Is this the season? Is this the season they win the division and a playoff game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woo.
12-5.
Where they start in week 1 with the champs. So,
I mean, it's a good barometer, but it is the first game. It's one game. There's still 16 more, right? So, everybody's probably going to chalk that up as a loss. I'm still 50-50 on it because I know the kind of offense that we have. We have an offense that could possibly keep pace with the Chiefs. The only thing is the defense. Can we contain the Chiefs? That would be, if anything, the best chance we have is to keep it a shootout. Don't leave anything to the defense. Try to score more than Chiefs. That's the only way you want to do. No, I'm just saying that's the way. That's the way to beat the Chiefs is to keep it a shootout because we have the offense that can still match points. We have a high-powered offense. We had a top 5 offense in the league last year.
Y'all did.
You know
that's the worst plan ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
That is the worst plan ever.
We had a top 5 offense last year, so
I agree. They do have a high power, and I think the addition of Jahmyr Gibbs is probably going to make that offense even better because that dude is electric with the ball in his hands. But pause.
He is nice.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do no shootout with no Chiefs.
Hey, listen, the best thing they can do is give the ball to Gibbs and run the clock down.
Fun fact.
Not shootout. Keep the ball out of 15's hands.
Fun fact. A couple years ago, when the Chiefs still had Tyreek Hill, all that, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, the whole shebang, that it was, I think it was MVP season for Patrick Mahomes. They came to Detroit. We played them. Although the Chiefs still won, we held Patrick Mahomes without a touchdown. So,
fun fact, it wasn't the MVP season. Also, fun fact,
I said maybe an MVP season. We did lose.
Yeah, it's cool. So,
but we held Patrick Mahomes without a touchdown.
So let's talk about you held Patrick Mahomes without a touchdown, and you still lost. So let's go into that. Game 1 in Patrick Mahomes' first games of seasons, he usually throws 4 touchdowns. That's how he likes to start the season off.
He do like to start it off with a bang too. He do. I can't even lie about that.
Number two, in primetime, Patrick Mahomes is crazy. The record is crazy. Number 3, we just come off a Super Bowl and you're at Arrowhead. The atmosphere will be crazy. This is before we even take the field. Chris, I'm trying to help you.
No, I don't understand. We're talking about the whole division, the whole season, and y'all turning this into a Chiefs bash in the line.
We're turning it into Chris. Don't say, hey, the best way to try to beat the Chiefs is getting the shootout with them. Don't say that. That's what we're trying to help you with.
That is the best way.
Let's do this, Jay. Let's do this. Okay. September 7th, game 1 is the Chiefs. All right. Mm-hmm. Win or loss for the Lions?
Loss.
All right. Seahawks, Lions, win or loss for the Lions?
0-2.
Chris?
That's disrespectful.
All right. How you got it, Chris? First 2 games, how you got it?
In a perfect world, 2-0, but realistically, 1-1.
1-1. All right. Falcons, week
2-1.
Week 3. 2-1. All right. Green Bay,
3-1.
That's a rival.
3-1.
All right. Panthers,
4-1 because we own 1 from last year.
Okay. Buccaneers,
5-1.
Ravens,
5-2.
Raiders,
6-2.
Chargers,
7-2.
Chicago,
I like that. 8-2. I knew he was gonna go there with Chicago.
Packers again.
9-2.
I'm actually picking Chicago over the Lions in that game. Packers again.
9-2.
9-2. Wow. Saints.
That'll be a trap game. 9-3.
Bears.
10-3.
Broncos.
So you say y'all gonna sweep the Bears and Green Bay?
We did it last year.
He's saying they go sweep the division. Period. That's what he's saying. Broncos.
Is it at Denver or is it at Detroit?
It's at Detroit.
11-3.
All right. At Vikings.
11-4.
At Cowboys.
12-4.
Home against the Vikings.
13-4.
Okay.
13-4.
13-4.
That's bananas. It's Detroit.
Hey, so here's
no, stop. To get 13 wins with Detroit, you got to at least add 2 seasons together every time, maybe 3.
Well, hold on. Let's see what they did last year.
Oh my goodness, bro! We went 9-8 last year.
9-8.
Listen, at best, an absolute best, 11-6.
At best, 11 wins. How you see it, though?
I mean, okay, they did have the number top 5 offense, but they still only won 9 games. What I'm gonna ask Chris this: what makes you feel? What's the difference between last year and this year, besides Jahmyr Gibbs, that makes you feel like y'all can turn some of those losses into dubs this year?
The defense. That was the only reason that we lost all those games anyway. We couldn't hold water.
Okay.
They made our secondary was banged up. We lost Tracy Walker, who is huge back there. Not to mention Jeff Okudah, we lost him.
Mm-hmm.
And then so the secondary was anemic at best. The linebacker core was young, minus the exception of Alex Anzalone. It was nothing but rookies. It was nothing but rookies back there, who still kind of held their own. I like Rodrigo a lot. Anzalone was more of a veteran leadership role, but I think he'll have more impact. As well as we brought Jalen Reeves-Maybin back. Rodrigo's in his second year, and we drafted Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell is nice. Jack Campbell is nice. The D line was a sight for sore eyes last year. That shit was amazing, and it's only going to get better. They still got Aleem McNeil. We still got Aiden Hutchinson. They're bringing James Houston back and Isaiah Buggs. So that front four is going to be nice, right? They still going to get quarterback pressures. It's still going to be some good run stuffing. And then, like I said, the additions to the secondary, Cam Sutton, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Tracy Walker is back. Kirby Joseph, second year, going to go crazy. The defense is taking not to mention Brian Branch, drafted Brian Branch, world beater. The defense took a huge step up from last year. And mind you, the defense started coming into its own last year, reason why we went on that 8-2 stretch to finish the season, while still holding a top 5 offense in the league. You keep all the offensive parts, add a little bit more. Yeah, we lost DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams, but we added David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, who was pretty much younger versions of who we just got rid of, essentially. David Montgomery is a power back, and then Jahmyr Gibbs is a younger, more electrifying DeAndre Swift, right?
Sure. But 13 wins. So you saying
I'll say
hold on. You said what you had to say. Beat the Bears twice, beat the Packers twice, and you said split with the Vikings or beat them twice?
No, split with the Vikings, because that's exactly what happened last year. We swept the Bears, we swept the Packers, and we split the Vikings. The Vikings is the only threat. That 13th win is it hinges on Dallas. I don't like Dallas, and that game is in Dallas. If anything, that's the 13th win. If we don't, we're 12-5. If we do, 13-4. But that's the only question.
And that's enough to win the division. What you got? Absolutely. The Vikings doing?
The Vikings will be 10-7.
Sheesh. Why? Because they lost Cook and they lost Thielen?
He has nothing but Justin Jefferson to throw to, and now we got Tate. Jordan Addison is gonna have to show up a whole hell of a lot.
All right, let me get to
now. They have no running game.
Let me get to the comments and then we'll let Zoe go. Kevin said no Chris Jones week 1 for Kansas City. So that is something. That is something. Okay.
No problem. He'll suit up. He'll suit up. No problem. And if he doesn't suit up, still no problem. We won't get a sack. And I'm cool with that. Big off, try to get in the shootout. And I like my young secondary.
All right. Jay said they going 16-2 according to Chris. Lamar 13-4 for a team that won 9 games last year.
I really don't want to hear nothing from Chiefs fans because Chiefs fans just okay. You know what? Y'all get all y'all comments out, and then after week 1, let's have a real conversation when bias is not involved.
Listen. So first of all, I'm not biased.
Cap is hell. Cap is hell. I'm
not biased. Listen. Here's the thing. I strongly believe that this division right here will be the most closely contested division in football. I believe that this division right here will be up for grabs until the last game of the season.
Incorrect. As the AFC East.
I believe that this division right here, although it will be closely competitive, only one team from this division makes the playoffs.
And it's the team that resides in Detroit, Michigan.
It's whoever wins the division will be the playoff team from this division. I also believe
team from Detroit.
I also believe that this division will play a lot of good football. But here's the thing. I believe that this division right here will hold a whole lot of common L's from people outside the division. So when they play each other, those will be really good games and they'll beat up on each other. But when they play the common opponents, like they'll all lose to the same teams. And you can book that.
Book them.
Hey Jay, real quick, I'm gonna go through these comments real quick. Go out and come back in without the login. Just come in through the link and see if that help fix it. Because we both logged in from the same domain. I mean, not the same domain, but from the same login, and maybe we fighting. Yeah. 13-4. That would put Detroit at the number 1 seed, right? Yeah,
which is not too far out the realm because Vegas does have. At last time I checked, Detroit was 3rd to win the NFC in odds. So it's not outside the realm, and they were only behind San Francisco and Philadelphia.
Dang, Chris, y'all gamble like that? He said it's easy to beat the Lions. Put a slot machine in the lobby. Dang.
It's easy to beat the Chiefs. Just give the quarterback a white wife that thinks his favorite meal is fried chicken.
All right, man. We support that over here, man. Like, we don't see nothing wrong with that. We support that over here. The Bears winning the division. Jay looks shocked and amazed by what he just said. TJ Hawkinson. Yeah, Jordan Love is going to be better than a lot of people think. I agree with that. And I think AJ Dillon go and I feel bad for people that got Aaron Jones in fantasy, but I think AJ Dillon is going to get a lot of touches this year, and they really got to protect Jordan Love and not have him in the situations where he's throwing so much. And Green Bay, I mean I'm with Jay, man. This could be a competitive division, man, and I don't think the Lions can just run away with it.
I think the Lions. I'm a be 100. I think the Lions. All those improvements are good. I still think they're second in the division.
Ooh, who's first?
Wow,
Minnesota.
I'm going to tell you exactly why Minnesota does not win the division, and they won't even be a wild card.
Wow. Oh yeah, I'm all ears, brother.
We know their hand. Think about it last year, right? They were 13-4, right? Mm-hmm. Every win was by less than 1 score, and almost all of them required a comeback. Correct? That's when he had a full set of weapons too. Now you lose your primary running back, and you lose your best secondary receiver. So it's just you Justin Jefferson, and now all we gotta do is just throw 2 at Justin Jefferson. Who you throwing it to? TJ Hawkinson on dumb downs. Well, we saw what you did with that. That's how you got knocked out of the playoffs. You literally
you don't like the rookie that they bought in that receiver.
I mean, he's gonna have to turn into Justin Jefferson overnight.
I like Addison. I actually like what's the running back?
Madison.
Yeah, I like Madison, even because Dalvin Cook is good to sit out a few games every year. He's not going to be 100% healthy. So I think that while I do think it's a drop off in talent, I think that what Madison might give you in availability might make it, not so bad of a loss when it comes to losing Dalvin Cook. And I do think Addison is the perfect complement for a Justin Jefferson type receiver, which is the reason why I feel like they're going to lose something. I ain't going to say they're not going to lose nothing because those are big losses, honestly. Thielen, Cook, those are big losses. I'm not going to pretend like they're not, but I think that they will still be able to do enough to win a competitive division.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to think about when they had Stephon Diggs and they gave him up and was like, we go draft Jefferson.
Exactly.
And he came in and was like, yeah, Diggs who? Right? You get what I'm saying? Now they get rid of Thielen and they bring in Addison. And I think whoever is scouting receivers out there, they're not missing. You get what I'm saying? So Addison could be a good number 2, and I think they know what they're doing with that. And Kirk Cousins still a good quarterback with finding his receivers, especially his favorite target. And like Zoe said, man, Madison was always a little bit above mid when he got his opportunities to play. He's not a bad back, so it can still be working for them out there. It can still work. I don't know what their defense look like, but I think their offense can stay afloat.
Their defense is trash. That's the reason why they was in a lot of ones. I mean, they let Indianapolis. They let them score 33 points. Now, of course, Indianapolis took their foot off the gas and came back and let them come back to win that.
Yeah.
But come on, man, you let Indianapolis with Carson Wentz as the quarterback and Jeff Saturday, what was it, at his first game or his second game as coach?
Yeah.
Come on now.
So here's how I got it though. Even with all that being said, I still got the Lions winning the division. I'm with you, Chris. I got the Lions winning it. I got the Vikings a close second. And man,
what to do with those 2 bottom teams? I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I got the Lions. I have the Vikings at 10-7. I will have the Packers making that above 500 appearance again at 9-8, and then I do have the Bears pretty much with the same record they got right there.
Jeez. Hey, okay, so let's say that
the Bears not gonna be that bad.
Jeez, 3 wins. What? Okay, let's just say for argument's sake, Bears 3 wins. What do they do with Justin Fields? What do they do?
I don't think it's really Justin Fields' fault.
I don't either, but he's the quarterback.
You see that they're trying to bring the talent, but they're doing it in small increments. They only went and got DJ Moore and I think maybe one other person, but then you lost your running back. You lost David Montgomery. I think now Khalil Herbert might be your number 1 running back in Chicago.
Didn't lose much. Montgomery won all that.
He was still 1,000-yard back for him though.
Man.
So now, and then you essentially took the football out of your running back's hands when you're making Justin Fields run almost every game. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So he does, and he runs because he don't have nobody to throw to. So now he has DJ Moore. I guess that's an upgrade. Okay, so we'll give him 1 game, 4-13.
4-13.
Yeah,
they good. They good for 6 or 7 wins.
That's a lot.
They good. I mean, I would have to look at their schedule, but they good for 6 or 7 wins, man, for sure.
Seeing as how Green Bay still has a decent defense, and they got to play them twice.
Yeah, that's what I was counting the division. I'm looking at the division. I don't see them beating any of y'all. Like
they might go 0-6 in the division, and that gives them 6 losses right there.
They might go 0-6 in the division. They might go.
No, ain't no way. They go no. They'll beat Green Bay at least once.
I don't know. Green Bay defense is defense, and what I'm hearing about Jordan Love and what I've saw to this point, he's going to be better than a lot of people think, and the fall off won't be as dramatic as people think. The Bears, they scare me because I'm a Justin Fields guy. You know what I'm saying? So tell
me, Justin Fields had a full year of starting last year. So in his second season, do you think his second season will be better than Jordan Love's first season as a starter?
Do I think it'll be better? I think that Justin Fields' individual stats will be better. I'm not sure whether the team record will be better. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. If you're not getting the wins, then eventually they're gonna say you the problem. They're going to blame you, especially if you the quarterback and you black.
They'll pretty much kind of
look. Trying to deal with Justin Fields as a runner who can also pass is going to give some teams some fits. And now that they got a target for him to throw to, like DJ Moore, I think, and he can take short passes the distance as well. He did it on the first play in the preseason, right? So, it's going to be something good to watch, and everybody can't stop that, you know. So Justin Fields is going to have some monster days, and he's going to pull out some wins, and I think he's a winner. So I mean, the teams that are supposed to beat them, I think probably will beat him. It's possible he can pull some of them out, but I mean, he's starting out with the Packers. That's game one. If anybody can steal a game from the Packers, early Jordan Love's first game, this might be the one the Bears get. Then they got the Bucs and Baker Mayfield. That's winnable, right?
Man.
Of course, I'm not picking them over the Chiefs.
I mean, if the Bucs still got that defense, regardless of what Baker Mayfield
they got they got Baker Mayfield. That game's winnable.
I don't know. Baker Mayfield hung 50 without knowing the playbook on the Broncos. So
winnable.
With no Cooper Kupp.
No. Johnny Manziel 2.0. So they could start out 2-0. Of course, they lose to Kansas City. Then they got the Broncos. Let's ride. I don't know if Sierra is allowing wins this year. Then they got the Commanders. They're not world beaters. Then they got the Vikings, right?
They can be 4-1.
Broncos country.
They can easily be 4-1 right there.
Exactly. And then they got the Vikings. Let's say they lose to the Vikings. Then they got the Raiders. Let's say they lose to the Raiders, 4-3, right? Then they got the Chargers.
The Raiders. They won't lose to the Raiders.
Okay, but all right.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. The Bears will be competitive. The Bears will be competitive. Trust me.
I think
the Lions will be competitive. The Vikings will be competitive. The Packers will be competitive. This division will be really competitive.
I agree.
I think all of y'all got the Lions winning the division.
Yeah.
No, I got the Vikings winning.
Well, I got something different. The Green Bay Packers will win that division.
I knew he was going to. That's disrespectful.
They're possible.
They're going to win it with 11 wins.
It's possible.
That's highly disrespectful. You know what? Jay, you entitled to your opinion. Yep.
It's possible. They're
going to win it with 11 wins. Everybody in your whole division is 0-1 against the Chiefs. Your whole division is 0-1 against the Chargers. Your whole division will lose to the Chiefs and Chargers.
You want to put something on that?
Oh, we talking wagers?
I'll put whatever you want on the Chiefs. I ain't betting shit on the Chargers.
No, bet on the Chargers. You got a lot of gusto saying that the whole division going to be 0-1 against the Chargers. Bet on it.
Nah, I only bet on teams that I like.
It ain't even got to be none crazy. You could bet $25 that the Chargers will be the Lions.
We already got a bet on this first game.
It's 100, right?
Yeah, you trying to get some of your money back already?
No, I'm just want to add more to the money that you're gonna give me already.
Oh, y'all got $100 on game one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Boy, you silly.
Y'all
you might well send that money on over.
I'll be in Antigua spending your money. But it's all good.
Cash out.
But listen, man. Yeah, I got the Packers winning that division. Who coming in second? I got the Lions coming in second.
Okay.
And I
Jay said y'all sleeping on the Bears. Fields, Herbert, Foreman.
Listen, I got
Foreman.
The Bears.
Foreman is that dude though.
I got the Bears coming in third.
Wow, you got
crazy. It's crazy, right? But that's exactly how I see it. I think the Bears. I think the Bears and the Lions both have 10 wins, but I think the Lions sweep the Bears for the tiebreaker.
So you got the Vikings bringing up the rear. Pause.
And I think the Vikings bring the rear with 9 wins. Like they're gonna beat up on each other, guys. I think the only team that will sweep one team in the division, I think the Lions will sweep the Bears. I just don't like that. I don't like that matchup for them. I think everyone else will go 1-1.
All right, let's go to the NFC South, man.
So look, if you're listening, I think y'all can beat every team in your division at least once.
I mean, we done it.
So this ain't the year we break all of that. Not winning the divisions in '93, not winning a playoff game since '91. This ain't the year.
No, this is
what about next year?
No, it's
this year.
It's this year.
Nah, man. I'm a root against them for Cotwell until they do right by Cotwell.